Hey, what's up, fragrance community? RazFrags34. How are you guys? Thanks so much for joining me for another review. A quick one. Had this in my collection for a good while now. I had when I first got into this fragrance, Cody from Drakdock, he presented this one, of course, top complimented, always in his lists. Top like fall winter fragrances. It's just a really great designer fragrance, and I really like this one. I purchased my first bottle. I purchased a little partial, I think of a 50 milliliter, and it wasn't that pricey back then. This is probably 5-6 years ago now, probably even maybe longer than that, I guess, when I first started getting into this. And just so many compliments. It was great. So I ended up finding this bottle. I did pay a little bit more for it a couple years later, but I'm glad I have a nice full bottle. I'm not even sure. I haven't really looked on eBay lately on what they're selling for. Hopefully they're still available out there at pretty decent prices. But again, some of you, it's not going to be a fragrance where you're going to rush to go get it. It's nothing crazy groundbreaking. It's nothing wild, but I mean, people just really like this fragrance when you wear it. It's a very pleasing scent. It has all sorts of things kind of going on with just being maybe a little bit soapy, clean. I don't mean soapy in a bad way. It's a little bit boozy, it's fruity. There's just a lot of great things going on. But this one, of course, came out in 2009. By the way, I'm wearing a crazy Structure shirt. I haven't put this thing on probably since 2001. Why I still have it, I do not know, but wanted to, Structure was huge back in the day. Mid 90s, if you shopped at Structure, it was like you were cool. That was like our store to go to. And I was in my mid to high teens, and right around this time when Structure was kind of going out a little bit, I think 2001, that's when I kind of stopped, going out and doing my thing as a young guy, doing my little bar scenes and things like that. So, but it just brings back memories, and the reason why I did wear this is because Express purchased Structure in 2001, and then after that, Structure just kind of went downhill a little bit. Express, I'm not too familiar anymore. I don't shop there anymore, but I know they're a pretty big designer store. And then I think Structure actually I think that's just been sold to Sears over the years, and it's not even probably heard of anymore, which I've never, I haven't looked, but all I know is Structure used to be a very popular store, and I have a lot of great memories, being a teenager and growing up with Structure. So wanted to wear this just for some crazy memories, and Express purchased them. So of course, getting on with the fragrance review now. This one was released in 2009. The notes, you have you have spices in the top, and you have lemon, Amalfi lemon in the top. For the mid, you have brandy and fruity notes. And then for the base, you have smoked woods and amber. I don't get too much smokiness going on. First initial spray, you get this really nice bright lemon. You do get some spices in there right away, so it does actually just tell you the top, mid, and the base is pretty much what's kind of going on. It's not a lot. It's pretty linear, the scent, but it stays kind of bright. That's what's nice with this one. It doesn't get too dark and too cloying. There's just something about it with the spices in there, and the lemon, and the amber's pretty, it's probably not as dark of an amber as, or maybe it's just a lemon and the fruity notes and things kind of pushing that aside to keep it a little bit brighter. And that's what I like, and that's why I think there's so many, you do get a lot of compliments with this one. It's just a very pleasing scent. But on with the fragrance a little bit more. There's really not much, like I said, it's just kind of that fresh, lemony, spicy in the opening. You do kind of get hints of that little bit of brandy if you really look for it and smell for it. And then the fruits in this is really nice. And sometimes you don't smell it, and then boom, it'll come to you, and it's like, wow, I just got that hint of a great smell right there, and then it'll kind of go away a little bit, and then boom, it's there again. And it's really a pleasing scent. Again, nothing crazy groundbreaking. This is, it's nothing like high quality, crazy ingredient, niche fragrance, something like that. And I want to say it's a little bit on the, when you first spray it, you kind of do get that little bit of a generic, I don't want to say generic. I don't want to ever knock a designer, because I'm not the designer niche kind of guy where niche is the best and designer's not good, because designers are just as great sometimes, But it does have that a little bit of a generic smell. How you smell it's kind of like a cheaper. You have that going on in the opening, but it does kind of really settle down into something special, which I really like. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Now this one is the first edition of it in '09. I believe now it's like a silver packaging or something like that. I know the juice, I think, is a little bit different. I've heard great things about this one. This one lasts a little bit longer. I get about 8 to 10 hours longevity with this one. And I do wear it in warmer days as well. It's not a summer. It might be a little bit too cloying for a bright, a hot summer day. But any other, time of the year is great for it. Fall, it shines through fall. It's bright enough to wear like on a warm spring, cooler summer day. Wintertime, it's a really great winter fragrance. But if it's really, really cold, it's, like if you're outside and stuff, you won't catch too, it's great for like inside and things like that. So, but excellent fragrance. Here's just a quick presentation on it. Just a regular box. It is, I don't want to say embossed, but you can feel it. So it is a nice, it's attention to detail is pretty cool with it, but pretty nice. So actually has the Express there, and it actually gives you a little warning. It's pretty cool. I looked at this part, but it actually says, do not spray directly on light colored clothing, right there, if you can see that. So they give you a little warning that you might stain your clothes with it, but there's that. And the bottle is really nice. It's heavy. It's like a brick. So it's decent bottle. I like the color of this too. It's kind of got like a bluish kind of tint. It's metal, but then there's plastic inside for the cap there. So it does read Express on the top there. Hopefully I'm catching this on the camera right. I like that, like I said, it's kind of got that, the sprayer has, it's not just black, it's kind of has like that, like a shine to it. It's kind of, but it's really nice. It's a great bottle, great, they didn't really do anything too cheap back in the day, but sprayer, nice small spray. I usually go like 4 to 5 sprays with this. You can kind of go nuts a little bit. It's not gonna overwhelm too much. I mean, it does project. Don't get me wrong. Getting into projection and longevity, this thing will project for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. It does kind of, people will smell you with this, and I think that's part of getting compliments with a fragrance like this is if it does project pretty well, because people will smell it. A lot of times you're wondering, geez, why am I not getting compliments or whatever? And just because someone may have not smelled you if they're just a little bit further away, but this one you do get a nice big bubble with. Longevity, like I said, in between, I get 8 hours every time with this sucker, and even longer, but it does get close to the skin after that 7-8 hour mark, but you will still smell it, after that. But thank you guys so much for always just watching. I'm trying to figure out how to really, there's so many great reviewers out there that really get into everything, and I'm trying to make it kind of short and sweet, but I want to give you my thoughts on it, and I don't want to get too much into it and really drag it out and be too boring, but I want to just let you know about the fragrance. And thanks for bearing with me, and I hope you guys are enjoying my channel. If you can think of anything to kind of change up or whatever, I'll always listen to you guys. But thank you for just everything. I love you guys, and I just love this passion so much, and it just keeps getting better and better every day. So, but this is Express Reserve from Express, Rise Frakes 34. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you next time.